to you live on your chin. Oh, kid. Oh. This is the Goin Deep Show.
Fuck it. Go deep.
Fighting for the powers of evil. Because good as dumb, it's Goin Deep Show time. It's me, the kid. Hey, goddamn fucking G. Joining me, Nurse Fiona.
Right on.
If you'd like to reach our show studio at Goin Deep Show, that's how you do it. Welcome to 2022, everybody. Yes, we record these things. Can you believe it? We made it to 2022, episode 1901. 1901? Kid, when are you going to stop doing this shit? When I'm dead.
You just brought a thought to my mind.
Yeah,
what if you record all these shows, you record them all ahead of time, you schedule them out to be played, and like something happened?
It could very well happen.
And your shows are like continuing to be released when you're no longer here.
Wait a minute. According to a former co-host here on the podcast, I am dead to him. So realistically, that's already happening. The death, I'm like a ghost here.
Would you have come to the bar, like if I'd been like, let's go?
Yeah, I would have.
And we would have all hung out?
I have no problem. Listen, I'm an adult most of the time.
Oh, bullshit.
Okay, I'm an adult most of the time.
Half the time.
Half, maybe 10%
like,
of the time.
Like an 1/8% of a time. Once.
Let's fill everybody in here. Today's a very important day for you. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you can just kind of just very roughly just tell everybody kind of a little... Hey, here's what I did today. Because people want to relate to that kind of thing. People want to, I remember when I did the exact same thing. Tell everybody what you did today, just in general.
After 16 years with the same company and actually enjoying myself up into the last few, I just decided, fuck this shit. There's money to be made, and I took a travel contract. I am out the fucking door. I gave my resignation this morning.
Literally.
That's awesome. I remember I did this a decade ago. It was like in the summer of 2010. I did the same thing, and I wrote. You handed me your resignation letter. I read it. It was very similar to mine. Mm-hmm. Just a couple of added things, but still, it's like there's a weight. There's a certain weight that just like comes off of you.
Oh, I skipped out the door. I still have 2 weeks to go, but I skipped out the door.
Yeah.
I fucking felt like a total homo doing it, but I was like...
You're a fucking faggot, you goddamn homo.
I just, you know...
Shut up, faggot.
So, as soon as I realized, when I texted you guys, Dr. Pinkie Pie and you at the same time, because I was like, we have some things in store in the next couple of days with you guys, and it seems like forever since we've been in here. But I messaged you guys, and you're like, you didn't even hesitate. I just put in my resignation. I'm like, me and my brain, celebration, let's do it. So you were going to go to the Bizzell. You did go to the Bizzell.
I did. I pulled in the parking lot. And then I was like, no. No, not today.
Well, I would have showed up there. The reason we kind of hit the brakes on it, though, was because a former co-host here on the podcast, Mr. Clean, he was there. And
I didn't want it to be uncomfortable for you.
It would not have been uncomfortable for me.
Well, him. I mean, I don't hold any ill will towards him. He's been always nice to me.
First of all, I don't hold ill will towards anyone. Everything that usually happens when it gets chaotic in life usually happens because there's some substances that are usually gone. Usually either you haven't had enough to eat. You didn't get enough sleep. Yeah. You had too much to drink. You didn't have enough to drink. You didn't get your coffee. There's a million reasons why shit goes fucking awry. Is that the right word? Awry?
That's correct.
So
you come correct.
If I saw Clean, the only concern I would have is that there's bar stools there.
There are bar stools there. I
would have some PTSD when it comes to the bar stool. I don't know. I don't want a thing flung at me again or kicked at me.
Like a poo. Flung like a poo.
Either way, it's good. But I feel very like excited for you because I know your feeling right now. Your feeling is just like, yes, I'm fucking watching this dumpster fire and I'm getting the fuck out. You know, these feelings have been...
It's like, yes, dog diarrhea, fucking emanating out of this fucking dumpster that's on fire, that's flying down the expressway at fucking 95 miles an hour, just fucking catching everything on fire on the way through. That's what it feels like. And, you know, most recently becoming the object of many people's discussions.
You were going to say desires, I think.
Well, maybe there's that too, but
you
mostly
like
discussions.
Being desirable, as most people do.
Yeah, but here's the problem with that.
All the wrong people desiring you.
Apparently, all the wrong people desire me. So, whatever. On to the next one.
Yeah, and this is a perfect segue into what I was going to talk about. I've been getting hit on by older women lately. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot. I mean, a lot older. The one is just like, no way. No, that's not happening. At the bar the other night, I had waitresses older, had people at the freaking downtown. And, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I think it's because I haven't like colored my beard in a while.
When you look the way you do.
I'm starting to look my age a little bit, and so I think I'm starting to attract a little bit of the older, cougars out there.
Do you know how many 20-somethings like have a goddamn bald to the fucking base of their skull, and they look like Jean-Luc Picard off fucking Star Trek? And you're like 24?
No, I don't know.
Does that look their age?
No. But what?
And you got this full head of fucking luxurious fucking hair just flowing in the wind and shit.
And I've noticed that the salt and pepper on the face attracts a certain group of individuals. Certain women love the salt and pepper. I show the salt and pepper off, and it goes a long way.
Do you feel like you need to throw a little darkness in there?
It is a little bit lighter than I like. I'm not against keeping some gray in it. I like that. I want to show my age. I don't.
Going on.
Yeah, usually, yours is looking good. You're always looking good. I don't think I've ever looked at me like, ugh. Even the one the other night when LB and I decide we get a little wasty. And
I'm glad you came over. I almost was gonna like tell you guys no, and I almost did, and then
I don't think we would have even like allowed that. We'd been banging on your door and stuff, and like, let us in, motherfucker. We know you're sad. We know you want to talk about some shit. And get drunk.
One of my multiple doors would be open anyway. You just have to fucking have enough effort, like put enough effort into it to open a fucking door.
Well, I think we learned that, didn't we? Because here's what happens, okay? LB and I decide to go out. LB is like been my partner in crime lately. He's starting to get into the more creative endeavors and stuff like that. And I really like the fact that he's kind of this raw lump of clay that I can show some stuff that I do for a living in designing things. He really is into that. So I'm like, this is kind of like sparking a little bit of like that nostalgia for me to show him how to do some stuff. So we hang out a little bit more than we probably should, because we tend to have a little bit too many drinks. And we have a little fun, and we go, So that night, though, I could tell that some shit was on your brain.
Yeah, it's been lately.
It's been a heavy couple of months, if not more than that, a couple of years even now. Yeah. So we go out there. I go to the 7-Eleven over by your place. There's a plastic container full of Southern Comfort. There's like a dozen of them in. I'm like, give me all the Southern. Give it to me all. The person working there is like, what? You want all of them? I'm like, yeah, take them all. Go out to your place. You have too many. We crash on the couch. We do the smart thing, which is very odd for us because usually we do not do the smart thing.
Yeah, well, I would have insisted, so.
Yeah, so LB in the morning gets up. We get up. I'm like, let's get out of here. We get in the car. He's like, did you see?
AP
shows up. What do you call him? Future ex-husband?
Yeah. Pending ex-husband, future ex-husband.
And I've never been introduced to him. I've never met him. I've met your kids and stuff, but I've never met him. So
he was at my brother-in-law's birthday party that night.
Yeah, but I was only there for a little bit. I had to go pick up my kid and do delivery, and it was a weird night that night. So.
LB showed up, Brownie showed up, fucking it was like whatever.
So I immediately think to myself, "Oh shit, he could have stabbed me to death on the couch sleeping there."
Nah. No, but he tried to be like, oh, my brother, we were in the driveway, my brother, who the fuck is that? Do you want me to come in? Who the fuck is that? Do you want me to come in?
Oh, when he was in the driveway?
They pulled in, and his brother was like, who the fuck is that? Do you want me to come in? Like, no, motherfucker, you don't know what the fuck's going on. Stay your ass out.
The thing is, I tried to explain this to LB. I said, it's probably in a roundabout way in his best interest that you do hang out with us. We're like your older brothers. We're not going to fucking do some stupid shit. In fact, we're kind of more protective than anything.
I feel it.
So in that respect, I think it was pretty. I didn't feel bad that we did the right thing and crashed there at all.
No, not even the least. He was a little upset because, of our circumstances.
It is probably a little more fresh.
How would you feel if I had 2 broads on the I'm like, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Well, if
that's me.
It's not like we're in bed with you. It's not like that's just
that'd be fucked up.
That's fucking outrageous to think that. It is a little preposterous, really. It is to think that thing because it just we went over there for the intentions to just be a little gesture distraction so you stop thinking about the shit that's on your brain. That's realistically what your friends do.
That's exactly what I needed.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll skip past this. How do we go from me being hit on by old ladies to us talking about the
road is windy.
Yeah, it is. Lots of tangents. Mm-hmm. So one thing I haven't done, I've jumped back on these goddamn fucking dating apps. I don't know what I'm doing. I really need to stay the fuck off of these things.
Are they addicting?
They're fun. They're like looking through baseball cards. They are. It's like, here's my favorite players. Yep. You do. You go through these things in that way.
Well, because you never know what you're going to find. It could be, be exciting.
I went to...
Disgusting, I know.
Went to lunch. Yeah, I went to lunch with my ex-wife last week, and she dropped a little bit of an interesting comment. She said that she misses playing the field. She missed playing the field, she said. And I was like, oh, that's interesting that you say that. Yeah, because she knows that's the situation that I'm in. But she did. She mentioned that she was like...
She's in a serious relationship.
Yeah, she is, yeah. And they seem to be getting along pretty good and stuff. They moved in with each other. And they're in a completely opposite scenario than I am. When the kid is gone, it's me and the goddamn cat and the fucking dog. It's nobody. He has 2 children as well. It probably seems like they don't have some time to themselves unless the weekends are the same when the kids are all gone. So that hopefully that's the case because they seem like they get along pretty good. He's way more her style than I ever was. So he's more of a country kind of guy. That seemed like that was always my thing.
She's like in the redneck bullshit.
A little
nothing wrong with that. I actually like it.
No, that's fine. She's it's a culture that people get into, and that seemed like that was her thing on her take on stuff. I don't veer towards that as much. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my Chris Stapleton.
Sure.
I can dig certain aspects of it. Certain aspects of it, I'm just like, okay, I guess. You know what I mean? But they seem to be pretty good. I've invited her open door to come back in here because she has some issues with his ex-wife, and that's always my favorite. Oh, it's always my favorite topic. Talking about the exes is always my favorite.
Man,
there needs to be a whole spin-off show where we just rant about our exes.
The drama.
It would be good. And the thing is, I don't have that much animosity or anything towards her being my ex-wife. It's all these ex-girlfriends that fucking piss me off.
Yeah. I don't even pay attention to anybody that I dated before, to be honest with you, because it's been such a long time. I haven't been single since 2004, 2005, something like that.
That's a long fucking time.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this? Are you prepared?
Clearly I'm not. Clearly I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
This is great because you're gonna go where you're going with your new work environment and stuff, and have all sorts of stories, and then I'm trying to figure fucking shit out as well. This is going to be a great dynamic here brought into this. Yeah. This is going to be interesting to have.
I kind of wish that I could work in the ER up there instead.
Why?
What a different fucking atmosphere. It's a completely different atmosphere. It's full of fucking libtards and fucking snots. Like snooty fuckers.
It's one thing up in Traverse, yeah, you got a bunch of people who probably...
tree-hugging, fucking Biden voting for motherfuckers.
The thing is, though, people up there have to have money, so they have to be somewhat conservative as far as that goes.
Well,
you know what I mean?
So.
You would think.
You'd think so, but it's very liberal. It's very liberal. Here's the thing. There are the 80s Democrats, which I appreciate, because they're smart. They just don't vote right, which is fine. And then there are the libtards of the fucking armpit of the asshole of the fucking crotch stain of the world.
Well, I think if anybody is smart enough, they sway back and forth a little bit on certain things. You can't just go hard one way or the other. Anyway, I don't want to. No, it's true.
You're right.
I don't want to get too caught up in all that. That gets people heated and shit like this. But
no, fuck people. Fuck.
What I want to ask you.
Be in heat.
What I want to ask you about is something that's pretty interesting. Okay, I'm talking to this person right now.
Yep.
Down in the Lansing area. Mm-hmm. She's older than me.
How many years?
6 years older.
That's not bad. I dated somebody 7 years younger just about 5 minutes ago.
6 years older. She's blonde, curvy. She is a nurse. Now,
Okay.
I want to ask you right now, okay? Mm-hmm. Is it true? Okay, because you've how many times did you get these comments about the whole fucking nursing doctor situation, Grey's Anatomy? Everybody's banging each other. Everybody's having a good time.
Oh, there is a lot of that.
Loosey goosey, all this kind of stuff.
There's a lot of that. It's not completely inaccurate.
This woman and I have been talking probably for like 2.5 to 3 weeks now. Mm-hmm. And I have seen almost every square inch of her body. It just in photos. I've never met her in person.
Okay.
And
is she banging?
She's got a fucking killer brack, and she's got a killer fucking ass. She's curvy.
All right.
And she seems pretty good, pretty solid. I want to have some playtime on it. I want to get on the playtime with it.
All right.
But here's my concern. I can't just dive in. There's all there's concerns. She has 4 kids.
So do I.
But your youngest isn't 17, and the oldest isn't almost 30.
Okay, so what's the problem? It's not like you had a babysitter.
No. They don't have that. But it's like, I think what I'm getting at is how loose, how often, how many times is she throwing this out to the peeps that she's chatting with? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She told me last night, I'm fucking clogged up. I feel like I'm getting cloggy. Uh-huh. She said last night that when we meet this week, that it's the first time that she will meet anybody off of one of these dating apps. Mm-hmm. Which, I don't know, I'm having a hard time believing this. I am. I've only met one other person off these dating apps before. And I don't know what it is. It's some little like dirty kind of thing about feeling like you got on these dating apps. Yet, every time I talk to somebody, I mention it. I mention one of the 2 main ones. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, I was on that. Oh, yeah, I was on that. Oh, yeah. It seems like everybody doesn't want to admit that they've been on these fucking apps. Have you been on these apps?
Back in 2004, I tried eHarmony. And it kicked me, 2005. And it kicked me off because I said I was getting divorced.
Oh, so this is the Christian Mingle kind of one, right? Where it's just like,
it was eHarmony, though. It wouldn't let you hook up with somebody if you weren't single. Like 100% single, no matter how.
You got to go to Ashley Madison for that.
That still exists?
I don't know, probably.
Okay, well, yeah, no, I was just putting it out there. I was gonna put a profile out there. I was like, I knew I was about to be single. Mm-hmm. What's the problem? There's
the whole Plenty of Fish. I've never done the Plenty of Fish thing.
I have a couple. Well, I have a gay friend, one of my gay friends that get on the Plenty of Fish. And
what's the gay? Is it Grindr?
Grindr. That's what I always tease our hospitalist. That's opposite of Pinkie Pie about like getting on Grindr when he's supposed to be working. Oh.
So I'm like I said, the next couple days is going to be interesting because there's just old ladies galore throwing their fucking nasty old snatch at me. Not that this one is nasty. This one, she looks like there's lots of fun to be had.
She keeps it up or whatever. I mean, like, fuck, I ain't fucking no spring chicken. I hope I don't have, I don't know, 7 years younger than me, was all about this fucking snatch and still kind of is, but
sometimes you got to have that experience. I think the experience thing is what's intriguing me the most. I want her to just let's have some fucking fun. Let's go crazy.
As long as she's she's all about it and she wants to do it, why not? She knows what the fuck she's up to. It's not like she's been a virgin until now.
No. So much more to talk about. How much of that drink you got left?
Just a few sips.
Oh, okay. All right, everybody. Episode 1901. Thank you for tuning in. Let's recap a little bit. We fell asleep and didn't get stabbed at Nurse Fiona's house the other night.
Thank God, man. Dog, thank God.
I got a bunch of whores who are trying to hit me up. I don't know.
I'm getting a new job.
New jobs.
Making some of that fucking whore money.
She's trying to get new jobs. I'm trying to get blowjobs from old ladies.
That's like a new job.
It's like a new job. It's like
getting the jackpot. They know how to suck it.
I've learned my lesson, though. None of these bitches are going to know about this podcast. I am the kid, though. This is the Goin Deep Show. Thank you for listening to us for as long as you've had. We're into the 2022 season. It's season 19. Holy fucking shit. Everybody, stay tuned. Much more to come. Chill to the next one.